See if I can get the grid order up to you, folks, with who's out where. Time trial order will be the 79M of Max Guildford, should be off the start. He's right there in front of the control tower. Then we'll go to 75N Brenham Crouch, the 57 of Connor Rangi, the 46 USA of Joel Myers Jr. Fifth spot to go will be the 95 of Caleb Vaughan, the 3NZ of Matt Levisage, the 44C of Alan Chapman's here, of course, the 7C of Oscar Harcourt. Ninth will be the 19C of Jamie Duff. 10th spot will be the 16T of Matt Anderson. And the 11th spot will be the 12N of Corey McQuillan. Then we go to the 77 of Jaden Dodge. Dylan Forsey on 13th. Jacob McIntyre on 14th. And the last one to see them all is the 57C of Chris Jemmett. So just trying to fire up the 79 of Guildford all the way from Tauranga. Of course, Tauranga is actually racing tonight as well. One of my young fellas, Cohen Wrights, is in his final race meeting in the youth mini stock. And I wish him the very best of luck up there. Rightio, just got to rock the car and get it out of gear. Get a rolling start. Then they sort of basically crash start these things. They're basically in a race gear only. So just having a wee bit of an issue. They'll send a push car over there to try and rock it. That that might be the reason why. I'd say the push car driver, David Buckman, is it? There we go. Fired up is Max Guildford. So a couple of hot laps to see if we can get the so time trials are started. Just looking for a time to come up. Got a total time of 31.35, so just trying to find the lap time. Best lap time for Max Guildford was a 14.22. Here goes the young American, Brendan Crouch. Got this thing dialed in. Barely knows what a shaver is. Here's in the TNL, Kevin Freeman machine out of Nelson. Normally driven by Sam O'Callaghan from Cromwell. She comes past. 13.46 is his quickest time. So there's Connor Rangi out there doing his fast time, and just waiting for Connor. Hasn't come up on our lap times for Connor Rangi at this stage. No, ELS not working on that one.
Right out there on the track right now, it's Joel Myers Jr. from Sebastopol, California. He's in the Ranch Bar and Grill tier now, top 10. Defending Hydrolink War of the Wings champion. He's won 6 from 8 in sprint car features. Yeah, the 95 car, that's the Sasquatch, Caleb Bourne. Mopar powered Maxim, former Hydrolink War of the Wings sprint car champion. Second in last season's South Island Sprint Car Championship, and he is currently 5th in the points standings.
Righto, so we've got Caleb Vaughan. His fastest time was a 13.6. Italia Joel Myers Jr. is the quickest so far with a 13.07. No one's broken the 12-second lap time just yet. Here comes the 3NZ of Matt Leveridge.
Yeah, Matthew Leveridge out there now in the Toyco WD40 car. 9th in last year's Hydrolink War of the Wings. Won the Nelson round. He's got a great rap sheet, this young fella. 3rd in the New Zealand Sprint Car Championship last year. 2019, the South Island champion. 2021, he was the Auckland champion. So certainly one of the real top dogs in sprint car racing in the country.
13.35 for the 3NZ car, 13.35 as we go to the 44 car.
Yeah, hard charging Harry, that's Alan Chapman from Custom, the Maxim. Currently 13th in points, just so outside of the Dirty Dozen. 2008, he was 3rd in the South Island Sprint Car Championship. Former jet boat racer, former modified racer.
14.19 for the 44 car, 14.19 is Oscar Harcourt is out on the lap.
Oscar Harcourt in the Value Cars Warehouse Maxim using the Kreiner power plant. 11th in last season's Hydrolink War of the Wings, currently 7th in the point standings. 10th in the quick time points. He's got 2 Ruapuna Speedway feature wins to his credit. 3rd generation racer, his father Martin was a prominent saloon and sprint car racer. Grandfather John, a circuit racer.
Very quick time from Oscar Harcourt, 13.37.
Now on the track, it's the Duff man, Jamie Duff, winningest driver in Hydrolink War of the Wings history. Former New Zealand Sprint Car champion. And when the Duff man pulls into the pits, he is always one of the guys to beat. Another one using the KRE engines. He's a 5-time War of the Wings Series champion as he gives it a big bootful as he goes across the finish line, stopping the clocks.
13.86 for the 19 car of Jamie Duff as the 16 car heads through around the track this time.
Matthew Anderson from Dunedin with the Well-Tech Dash 12 engine. 2nd in last season's Hydrolink War of the Wings Championship. Won the 2022 War of the Wings Hard Charger Award. He's a regular in the Dirty Dozen. He's ever consistent. The silent assassin, Matthew Anderson from Dunedin.
13.94 for the 16T car of Matt Anderson. Was his quickest time as we get the 12 car.
Out on the track now from Christchurch, it's Thrillin' Corey McQuillan. Running the 410 All-Pro engine. Took out last year's most improved driver in the Hydrolink War of the Wings series. Currently 11th in the point standing, so he's in the Dirty Dozen, 8 in quick time points.
$13.93 for the 12 car of Corey McQuillan. That's a very quick time under the 14-second mark.
The man that takes no prisoners, the driver of the 77 car. It's the Sheriff Jaden Dodge from Fendalton and Christchurch. Currently 10th in the point standings, 6th in the point standings. Does have 1 War of the Wings feature win, and he spins, and so he will just have that
13.64 for Jaden Dodge, 13.64, still a very quick lap for his first one out. Alrighty, the 17, the young fella is only 18 years old. He'll probably still be asked for ID in the next 20 years. He's just a baby-faced fella. Former TQ quarter midget driver, now in the sprint cars. Looking forward to this one, AJ.
Yeah, he's certainly got some real talent, Dylan Forsey. He's got Elvis as his pit crew chief, Kerry Bartlett, known up and down the country in sprint car ranks as Elvis. So he certainly had plenty of great hits in his speedway career.
No, this he qualified. He was on, I think, grid number 6 for New Zealand TQ final up in Nelson early December. Plenty of talent. Let's see what he can do in the sprint car. As we just push the 77 Dodge back to the infield. Sorry. The quickest time so far will be John Myers on a 13.07.
13.07, that's a great time. So it's Dylan Forsey out of Rolleston, running a cool chassis. Not a lot of New Zealanders utilise the cool chassis, but they are developed and built in Australia by expat Kiwi John Cooley. They've got the Maxwell power plant, and he will certainly be one to watch for as his career unfolds. That's Dylan Forsey.
Oh, sensational 13.65 for the young 17 car of Dylan Forsey. And it is the 88 of McIntyre out on the track now.
Yeah, the 88i car, that's Big Mac, Jacob McIntyre from Invercargill. Running the Triple X chassis, third in last year's Hydrolink War of the Wings. Had a bit of a slow start to this season, currently 16th in points. You want to watch a flat-out merchant, keep your eyes on the Big Mac, Jacob McIntyre.
$13.81 for the Jacob McIntyre, the 88i car. There's a lucky last. Comes out on the paddock, it is the 57 of Jemmett.
Yeah, talk about a baptism of fire. He is a former New Zealand under-21 motorcycle speedway champion, also a prominent six-shooter driver. This is a sprint car debut. It's Chris Jemmett, man that's responsible for putting down that great speedway track that they use at Ruapuna. So it's good to see that he's managed to find some time to get behind the wheel and rolling off a couple of very tidy laps. Chris Jemmett, not bad for a debut in sprint cars, Jody.
Mate, that was a pretty good time too. Just having a look there, 14.56 for his first time in a sprint car. All under the 15-second mark. No one broke the 12-second mark just yet, but the track looking in superb condition. We'll get these cars back into the pits. We'll get them all tidied up. We'll do a bit of maintenance on the track and get this track rolled once again for what is going to be an absolutely sensational race meeting here today at Greenstone Park Speedway. Brought to us by the Recreation Hotel. Thanks, AJ, for filling in there, mate. It's good to see these North Canterbury and Ellesmere guys can work as a team as part of country rugby. We have a bit of a battle between AJ and myself. I'm on the good side of the Waimak River. He's on the bad side. But between the two of us, we have an absolute ball here, and it's great to see AJ back here again today.
Yeah, great to be here, and of course, not only to Hydrolink bring us the War of the Wings, but we've got some great series sponsors. MD Freight up there in Blenheim for transportation around the top of the South region. Ever down to Yarnow, you've got to go to one of the real tourist attractions. That is the Ranch Bar and Grill. The best in dining and hospitality there at stunning to Yarnow. B&H Works for excavation, driveways and aggregate right across Canterbury. Edge Parts, they are the races shop and distribution lane, Sockburn. Herrick Creek Distillery, the home of smoking right rare moonshine. Check them out, herrickcreek.co.nz. Jack's Tyres, BFGoodrich for the best tyres in Nelson and Blenheim. And GTR Developments are an innovative New Zealand company dedicated manufacturing and developing of racing and high performance parts. And of course, Hydrolink, best under pressure. They've got New Zealand covered for hoses and fittings, supplies with 24/7 mobile service nationwide. And they've got, they are suppliers of exclusive international world-class products. So that is Hydrolink. And there's a number of Hydrolink agencies over here in Westland. So if you even need any of that hydraulic hose stuff, they are best under pressure. That is Hydrolink.
Yeah, we've got the boys working for us up there in Nelson as well. Mate, fantastic to have you here. Hopefully we'll try and catch up with a couple of the sprint car